So this is actually the first meal I cooked in the van. This is breakfast, and I haven't cooked since I got here, which was a while ago. So this is really nice, and I have a beautiful view of the ocean. This is what I've been waiting for so long, is to be able to have a nice meal and have a view like this. Like, check it out. That's the view. How gorgeous is the ocean? So last night, I fell asleep at like 8 p.m. and I decided to come out to Montero State Beach Park, which is where I am now, just because I wanted to be closer to nature. I spent a few days in the city, and it was, I was feeling like really exhausted. So my body was telling me that I should spend some time in nature today. So fun fact, this is actually the first park up I did with the first van I ever rented, which is Redwood, which is Nate's first van that he ever built. And that was the van that made me decide that I could do this, and that made me decide to build out and get Snowy. Another fun fact, Snowy, I actually took her here too for her first maiden voyage. This was our first stop, and parked in the exact same spot as Redwood. And now Dusty is parked in the same spot, in the same park as those other two vans. So this is becoming a bit of a tradition, I guess. But my goal today is to get the van set up for my trip, because I do want to leave soon. I don't want to stay here too long because I have big travel plans this summer. And later on, I'm going to share with you my travel plans for the entire summer, for 3 whole months. I think this is going to be one of the best van trips that one can plan in North America. The itinerary is insane. So I'm really, really, really excited to share it with you guys, so you know that what I'm going to be up to for the next 3 months. And I can't wait to leave and get going. I'm going to places I've never gone to before in my life. And these places are world renowned. World renowned. People from all over the world come to visit these places. It's going to be a jam-packed summer. It's going to be awesome. So I want to get the van set up and ready to go so that I can just enjoy the trip and not fuss about stuff about the van. So I just want to get that out of the way and get it set up so that I can go and take off and finally start my adventure. Okay, first order of business is I got command hooks to hang my jacket in my bag, because I found that I kept just throwing it on the table and I didn't really like that. So I'm gonna hang these up here on the bulkhead wall. Okay, so I stuck the tape to the back and I just need to stick it to the wall. Let's test it out. See if it can hold the weight. Yeah. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put a command hook for my dustpan, and I'm gonna put it next to my trash can. These ones are smaller than the other ones I got, since the dustpan is itty bitty and doesn't need a big one. I'm gonna put it like right. Okay, and here's the dustpan. We're just gonna hang it right there. Oh, that feels so good to hang. I've been waiting so long to do that. I have this face wash that I use to wash to wipe my face every night and morning. And I think I'm gonna put the other hook for this one, because I want it to be able to dry outside, and putting it in the drawer, I think it keeps it moist longer, which is not ideal for, bacteria growing out and stuff. So I think I'm gonna mount this one in the kitchen next to the faucet. have like all my clothes up in this bin and they're in packing cubes. And I think I'm just gonna take them out and stack it and just see if that works or not. This is how I'm organizing my shirts. These are like nicer going out shirts, and then these are like t-shirts and tank tops and stuff like that. And then these are all the pants I have. So I think there's no room in this little small one for pants. So I'm gonna put the pants in this bigger one here. Got winter clothes, warmer flannels, and then all my bottoms on that side. Okay, so now I want to adjust the pantry shelves because I don't think I need to have a middle layer. I'm gonna just remove the top shelf, and then I'm gonna move this one up higher. And for the fridge, I think I'm going to remove one and just have 2 levels of shelves here because I can't even put up a small container of kimchi upright. I hope I never have to do that again because this was a whole situation that I had to watch a tutorial how to use, and yeah, it's not very easy to just move the shelves around. So this is what I have. I'm just gonna have 2 levels, and I think that'll be good. I'll put my kimchi on the top and my steak. Oh, hi Blue. Archie's making friends at the park. Yeah. Oh. Hi, so it's been a few days because I am waiting for my shipments to be sent from UPS. So today is like the day that they're supposed to come, so hopefully I'll get it by the evening. But in the meantime, I have a few more things to do. I need to the van to get it ready. And what I just did now was I had some leftover peel and stick wallpaper from the bulkhead wall, and there's not much left, so I decided to do the second kitchen drawer because this one is sort of a catch-all for all the kitchen stuff, so it needs like some kind of protective layer, whereas this one already has like a utensil holder on it. So I thought this would be a good place to use it, and I didn't do a great job applying it, like there's bubbles in it and stuff, but I think it's good enough, and it's actually super cute as a shelf liner. I really like it. So I'm just gonna put back the milk pot, and I just have some random kitchen stuff, like I bought a little pot for tea and boiling eggs, and then I like to put my cutting board in here as well. Yeah, that's the drawer. I also found this succulent that fell off a plant in a nursery, and I'm gonna try to put it in soil and see if I can keep it alive. Just as I say see if I can keep it alive, I drop it. That is so typical of me. Just putting some leftover in this other drawer I have. And it's not big enough to cover the whole drawer, but I cut it in half, so I have a little piece left here, and then I have this piece, so I can kind of make a whole piece out of the 3 pieces. Okay, it's not a perfect job, but I picked this drawer because this is the drawer that I've been putting all my plates and cups in. So it's used a lot, and there's a lot of banging and things happening in this drawer. So I thought it'd be good to have the liner in this one. And who knows, maybe I'll end up lining all the drawers, but to keep them protected on the bottom. But just throw all the cups and plates and bowls in this drawer. And voila! We are done the first task of the day. I found an old almond container that I brought on the plane with me, and I thought I would put the succulent in some soil and just set it on top, and apparently it's gonna root. I don't know, but I don't have a green thumb, but I want to keep this alive, and I want to keep this little guy alive too, and do my best to not kill them. I was sitting on the porch with Ming Ming, and as we were chatting, the UPS truck was driving up, and we started clapping and cheering because I had a feeling that it was my UPS deliveries, and it was! So I finally got my packages, but one of them is being shipped on Monday. Yeah, so I just wanted to share with you what's in these packages that I got today, and I'm gonna unbox them right now. Okay, so in box number 1, so we have Archie's life jacket, dog poop bags, we have body wipes, which are really good for showering or dry showering. We've got traction boards, so these are the ones I bought when I had snowy, and this will help us get out of any muddy or sandy situation. So I'm gonna put these ones in the trunk. Here is my blue and white Trader Joe's bag that I bought in California. I bought here actually in the San Francisco Trader Joe's. And this is the one that everyone has. It's the cult classic. So we shall put this one with the other one. And then we have the vacuum cleaner I had with my first van. This is a great vacuum cleaner. It's the Shark, and it's so small and just perfect for van life. And these are all the attachments that come with it, and the charging cable. And then we have Archie's Verbac toothpaste. It's an extra one. And his little toothbrush. And then we have my bike lock for when I get a folding bike. This is Archie's flea and tick comb. And then all my utensils. I brought utensils from home so I don't have to buy new ones. Alright, in box number 2 we have a bug killer zapper. We've got some books, Braiding Sweetgrass. And oh no, this book got squished. This is Civilized to Death. Apparently it got crushed to death in shipment. We have my pickleball racket because people on the West Coast love pickleball. And so do I. Oh my god, a mirror! I haven't seen my reflection in the van for a whole week. That is crucial. We have kitchen dividers for the pantry. So this one I also had in snowy. Most of the stuff I got when I had snowy. This is just bike stuff, like bike lights and stuff for nighttime riding. I have all this bike stuff, but I don't have a bike. This is a portable jump start battery if the battery ever dies. This is a first aid kit. And then I have some miscellaneous stuff like RV latches from Snowy. I have a Garmin GPS for when I don't have data and I need to navigate. This is super important. I have a little flashlight for power, I guess if the power is out and I need to see. This is a skipping rope for exercise. Coffee pour over strainer. Oh, this one's good. This has so much stuff I've been waiting for. Oh, finally, Archie's water bowl. Uh-oh, something broke in transit. Whatever this is. Oh no, this is the other side of the mirror. Well, that's okay because this side still works. Oh no, so I'll have to deal with this glass. But finally, Archie's water bowl. He can finally drink out of. Like, this water bowl is so good for van life because the water doesn't spill out. It's anti-spill because it has the lip around it. So I'm gonna wash that and give him his water there. And this is his food bowl that I got when we lived in Snowy. I brought an axe in case I ever want to cut down wood for a fire. This is the other book I brought, which is called Losing Eden. It's about the importance of preserving nature for our health and well-being. Swiss Army knife, always good to have around. Bicycle pump, again for the bike I do not own, but hope to one day. Long burn matches for if my propane ever runs out, I can still cook. I've got coasters to keep my countertops and table from damage. I've got a vegetable peeler. Oh, this is a key thing to make lattes, is a whisk. This is awesome. It makes your milk frothy and you can mix a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, we got a set of cards if I ever want to play cards. We've got a straw. We got a straw cleaner. This is the pantry dividers. I brought 3 from Snowy, so we'll see if they all fit. Got a silicone heat resistant drying mat. This is what I use when I do dishes and I put the dishes on there. And we have a cutting board. Okay, so now the fun part, I'm gonna put everything away and find a home for everything. Okay, now I'm gonna install the Max Air fan vent cover. Okay, so I wasn't able to install the cover because I don't have a square head screwdriver, so I'm gonna have to pick one up and do that later. But I wanted to show you the pantry shelves because now I have these dividers and it keeps the food so much more organized than just kind of thrown in the cupboard. And so I'm really happy. I had to put them in the wrong way, like sideways, because it's too shallow to fit the other way, but yeah, I think it worked out really well. I had to go to Home Depot because I didn't have the right square head that fits the fan cover screw, so I got a little cute ratcheting screwdriver. How cute is this? I need tape. Otherwise, there's no way to secure the magnets down. Here's the painter's tape that I threw out. I had a feeling I would need it, and I'm so glad that I didn't throw out my garbage. But I have a little bit, so maybe I can get some magnets in. These are very strong. I can barely get them to separate. Holy. Ugh. I had just enough tape to cover all the magnets. And now we shall screw it back up into the ceiling. Okay, let's put it on. Yay! I have been waiting to put up that cover for over a week now, and it's finally up. So happy. I think I want to share my travel plans with you guys now. So my plan right now is to make my way up to Vancouver Island. So I'm going to be driving up the west coast from San Francisco and stopping along some beautiful sites along the way, and I will be taking a scheduled ferry from Port Angeles, Washington to Victoria, which is the capital city there in Vancouver. So that is the first leg of the trip, and then after that I am making my way from Vancouver all the way to the Canadian Rockies. So I'm going to be going to Banff and Jasper National Park, and after that I will be heading down to Idaho, Wyoming, Montana. So excited to visit brand new places that are world famous for their gorgeous nature. And yeah, I just can't wait for the maiden voyage. I hope you liked the video, and let me know down below what you think about my itinerary. I haven't filled in exactly which spots I'm visiting, so if you have recommendations of must-see places, I would love to receive them. You can also DM me on Instagram as well if that's more comfortable for you, and I'd love to connect there. And so I guess until then, I will see you next time. Bye!